Angels, and welcome back to today's video. So today's video we're talking about the ongoing social media debate between fans on Twitter. So there's been speculation about a Verzuz battle in the works for Chrisbrown and Usherraymond, and this has led to the two artists trending on Twitter. So the ongoing debate is if there is to be a battle between Chrisbrown and Usherraymond. Some people that Chrisbrown would actually win, and some people they feel like it's a huge disrespect to Usher comparing or actually having a battle with Chrisbrown. But before then, Chrisbrown took to his Instagram account to say that he was in no competition with nobody but himself. Then with the recent changes, with the recent debate and the fact that they started trending, he took his Instagram account just a few hours ago to say that what we're not going to do is cut. I could do a Verzuz of features alone, so I will humbly decline. I am busy doing nothing. Okay, so Chris, all right, yo, you heard the man. Then Usher took to his Twitter page to reply. I think that's a reply, a subtle one, how bit that have you ever seen a moon back at a dog? Why would a moon back? But anyways, fans on Twitter have been going off about who they think would win if peradventure the face-off happens. But we know that last week there was one for the culture between Snoop Dogg and DMX, and that was not like a competition. Now it wasn't a competition. That was like a smooth cruise for the culture. Like I enjoyed those two goats coming together to do their thing. They took us back to memory lane to remind us, to refresh our mind as to what they are, the goats in the industry. Anyways, fans on Twitter went on to express themselves. So I'll be reading us a few tweets of Twitter. The first tweet says, Chrisbrown said he would never do a Verzuz battle because he's only in battle with himself. So there goes the answer to that. Like I mentioned before, Chrisbrown took to his Instagram page to say that he was in a competition with nobody. So in other words, miss me with that bullshit. Then the second tweet, wait a minute, the Usherraymond, the Twitter's confessions and to let it burn, 7 o'clock and the dropped up cruising the street. Usher, tell them children to go to bed in our way. Not children though, but I get his point. I feel him. I feel where he's coming from, because some of us grew up listening to Usher, so the millennium kids might not really know what they're talking about, trying to downplay. Well, what we're not going to do is downplay the fact that Usher is also a legend in the streets. Now, let's give Chrisbrown his flowers too, but Usher is also a legend in the streets. So what we're not going to do is pit two people together. They're actually cool on their different lanes. Usher is who he is in his lane, and Chrisbrown is who he is in his lane. So what we're not going to do is pit them together. But would it be nice to have two of them come serenade us for the culture? Yes. And perform together the features, the Chrisbrown featuring Usher like that. It would be nice to have them serenade us. But what we're not going to do is pit them together. But anyways, moving on to the tweets. Next one says, this Usher, you make me wanna nice and slow, my way, slow jam. You got it bad. You remind me confessions 1 and 2. Born, yeah, loving this club. 1 and 2, my boo, superstar. Lovers and friends, I need a girl. Same girl, matrimony, trading places. There goes my baby. There goes my baby. Climax. This Usher. Wait, y'all make it sound like Chrisbrown don't have a hit of his own. Dio says, loyal. Don't wake me up. I can go on and on. He also has hits to his name too. So please. Well, Usher has his own, top albums in life. Chrisbrown also has nice albums. So if we're gonna compare Confession to an album, we could compare Confession to Heartbreak on the Full Moon. Autumn Leaves. Okay. Moving on to the next tweet. Someone else took to that to say, this is the reason why Chrisbrown was asked to do a tribute for Michael Jackson twice and not Usher. Yeah, I get that, but I feel like the reason why Chris was asked to do this tribute was because of his dancing skills. But what do I know? That could also be a point. And the next one says, Usher watches Chrisbrown in the Verzuz. Shit, he might even beat him with just a Confession album alone. But that album actually had me spilling my guts. Well, yeah, if you haven't listened to the Confession album, then what? Sorry, excuse me. Then what in heaven's name are you waiting for? You should go have that. Listen to that. Well, that album actually had me spilling my guts. Like I was in my feelings all through. But then Chrisbrown too has hit albums too. What I'm talking about? Anyways. Okay, so the next tweet. This one says, "Y'all crazy for saying that Chrisbrown would be Usher if they had a versus battle. Hell, if it wasn't for Usher, there would be no Chrisbrown." She might have a point. So Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit stand might actually do have a point because somebody had to pave the way, but I would not really exactly. I don't see Chrisbrown as an Usher prodigy, but I could be wrong. Next one, and this user said, "I woke up this morning and saw people tweeting that Usher couldn't beat Breezy or Chrisbrown in the Verzuz, and I just want to remind everyone that Usher is a living legend that has delivered hit after hit." Well, nobody's saying that Usher's not a legend. Like, he's a fucking legend. Man, we should give that man his flowers. He has actually given us songs to cry to, songs that console us, songs that actually express what we were feeling, even when we could not find the right words. So yes, we have to give him his props, but we should not also downplay the fact that Chris too is also a legend in his own right. Then Bridget went as far as saying, "Why you're talking about Usher versus Chrisbrown or Juicy J versus Nas? Could we have a versus with Busta Rhymes and someone else?" Yes, for the culture. Can someone think of who will go against Busta Rhymes? Because ever since I read this, I've been thinking as to who do we think is like a formidable opponent for Busta Rhymes? Is it Twister, Timberlake? I don't know. But I would really love for the culture to see a face-off between Busta Rhymes and somebody else. But who? I can't think of nobody. Slim Shady? Nah, I don't think so. But anyways, in the comment section, let me know what you think. And would you be here for a versus match of Busta Rhymes or somebody else? So moving on, Usher Chrisbrown versus is actually disrespectful. I can't remember who said this here, but Usher's contemporaries are women. So put him against MJB, Bay, or Mariah. He's in that class. True. I feel like this is true because looking at the male artist, I don't think there's any male artist that would. The only person, I think the only artist that would be like, make you feel like a very worthy thing should be Brandy versus Usher. Well, because the era, they have similar era. Usher's, similar era, similar style of singing. Those people got us in our feelings, that got us crying at night for no reason, and we didn't even know we were crying. For some of us in middle school back then, we were feeling the love that we had no business feeling. So I feel like the verses should be between Usher or any of them female artists of the same era. You get my point? So probably Usher, Brandy, Usher, Ashanti, Monica. We can keep going, but Brandy can actually. These are people that when if you put them together, just know we're about to have a soul serenaded. Like you're about to from feeling love, from all loved up, all booed up to crying heartbreak. Then to tell him to buzz off, we're about to be on an emotional roller coaster. So I would really love to see it. Like I would really love to see it. So that should be in the works. That should happen. No Chrisbrown and Usher. Nah. Then moving on to the next one. So Verzuz went as far as putting up a poll between Chrisbrown and Usher and asking fans to vote. Who do they think will win? Well, according to the poll votes, Usher actually won. But I did not vote because I told you guys, I did not vote because I'm trying to stay neutral. I love both of them, so I don't want to pick sides. It's gonna break my heart. So a quick one, I just want to know who you think is gonna win. You think is gonna win, Chrisbrown or Usher? Who? I don't know. They're both kings, so I cannot say. But leave in the comment section below who you think is gonna win. So that is the great debate. So the Share Room actually had like a versus by themselves. They want to start to make like a compilation. So if you want to check it out, you should go on Instagram and follow at the Shade Room. You will definitely see the Shade Room and versus video and Chris and Usher. So just leave in the comment section below your lineup. What songs from any of the Usher album do you think is gonna sweep Chrisbrown out, and what songs from any of the Chris's album do you think is gonna sweep Usher off? Let me know in the comment section below. So that is that, and just gonna, for me, I remain your one and only host, Lori. So I hope y'all stay safe, stay brave, and stay out travel. Till I see you again next week.